What's up, guys? Ella Gaming here, and today I'm bringing you guys episode 29 of my Lakers fantasy draft franchise. Now, it's been a little while since I have last uploaded this, and I apologize for those of you who are really in tune with this. It's just that I've been really in depth with my Timberwolves series, and with me recently getting sick and school and all that, it's tough to balance two of these series at the same time. But yeah, I'm trying to hop back into this, trying to get this going, so don't worry about it too much. Today we are taking on the Celtics, so we got the Lakers-Celtics rivalry. Now let's listen to this 2K Sports pregame show.
Johnson here. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, joined as always by Shaquille O'Neal. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Boston Celtics as they go up against the Los Angeles Lakers. And taking a look here at the Lakers, they went 2-0 against this team last season, looking to continue that string of victories tonight. Got a couple of rivals going head-to-head in this game. I don't think you're going to see a whole lot of hugs, handshakes, and a bunch of dap before this game.
Well, once that ball goes up, Ernie, there are no friends. Conflict, unfortunately, is a big part of this game. These are the games where it can get easy carried away. As a player, you just have to keep your head, play with intensity, but also play smart.
Oh, that's good advice, and that does it for now. Kevin Harlan has the call. We'll see you next time.
Alright guys, so hopping in this one, we're going to go straight into tip-off. So you see the Celtics are going to win this tip-off, and this ends up backfiring because you see that they're going to hand it over to Dante Exum, who is their point guard in this fantasy draft franchise, of course, and then they're going to get the first points of the game through that. So that's kind of why that sucks, because I always like getting those first points to kind of establish dominance, but then we're going to do that anyways by throwing up this oop to our boy Jimmy Butler. Now this guy has crazy athleticism, and he's just going to come flying out of nowhere to get this alley-oop reverse dunk. So that's what I'm talking about. Now with John Wall, we're going to hit this guy with a few moves, try to get him on ice skates. Now we're seeing what we can do. We're going to cover the screen. Now we know John Wall is fast, so when he rolls around those screens at good ability, he's gonna charge to the basket, but he ends up choosing to pass it over to Jimmy Butler for that one. He's going to drain that three. Now, this kind of brings me on the point that Jimmy Butler is deadly this game. Now this guy just goes killing it, and I love it. That's right here. You see John Wall hits the crazy fadeaway. He's doing the Jordan move, and he ends up getting perfect release. So you guys know it's going in 100% of the time. So now we are going to call for the screen. This time John Wall's going to roll around it. And like I said, this guy's too athletic. There's no way he's not going to get to the basket before anyone else. And he's just going to finish with a wide open layup. The people just aren't fast enough to catch up to him. Now right here we catch a break. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, a previous shooting guard for us, misses his open three. But our new shooting guard, Klay Thompson, is going to hit his open three. So that's what I'm talking about, guys. So we're going to get the 3-point to go. Sadly, for some reason, that's Serge Ibaka's idea of defense. He just falls over when people touch him, which ends up giving the Celtics 2 free points. And now I'm just having some fun with Colin Bryant. He's going to hit that mid-range. Now he's going to hit that with perfect release. So you guys know that's going in 100% of the time. And now this time we're going to toss it alley-oop up to our boy Jimmy Butler, who does a little bit of a Statue of Liberty alley-oop. Just kind of holds the ball up there and just does a 360. So beautiful dunk by him. Now, Colin Bryant's stats are incredible as we hit the three right here with Jimmy Butler. Colin Bryant has like 97 mid-range and like 99 driving dunk with some 95 speed. So this Colin Bryant guy has legitimately turned into Kobe Bryant. Not only is he a great mid-range shooter, but he's also athletic and a great finisher in the paint. So I'm loving this guy. He's already a 90 overall, only like 22, 23 years old. So Colin Bryant is kind of the future of the league and kind of the future of this Lakers franchise. So yeah, I'm really excited to see what he can bring to the table. As right here, Jimmy Butler hits a three. So there we go. We're just going off right now. You see we're up by 13. And when you can just hit threes consistently and you're just not having trouble shooting the ball, that is really just when you're going to find extreme success with your team. And extreme success against, it really doesn't matter what team you play. If you can consistently hit your shots without like any failure, you're going to win games. It doesn't really matter who you're playing. When you have a group of shooters out on the floor, it's pretty tough to lose. I mean, look at the Warriors this year. They're a pretty good example of when you have just a group of shooters and they can consistently hit their shots. It's a pretty deadly tactic. So that's kind of the idea that we have now. Of course, I brought this up a lot, but we also brought in a nice mix of athleticism. So we have probably the most dominant offensive squad you can have. We have offense, we have athleticism, and we have shooting. And now that mix is just unfair, honestly, because you can just kind of do whatever you want when you have athleticism and you have good outside scoring, because it kind of leaves defenders in a position where they have to play up on you or they have to play loose on you, and then you just kind of hurt them both ways. Right here, John Wall hits that guy with a nasty crossover, but he misses the layup. So come on, John Wall, that's what you're supposed to be good at, and he misses the layup. That's okay, though. Jimmy Butler's going to shoot right in Melo's face and knock that one down. It's a beautiful shot by Jimmy Butler. I can't believe that Butler's just having such an incredible game. As right here he gets a dunk. Butler is just killing it this game. Now he's showing off his athleticism. He's showing off his shooting. I mean, he drained like 10 shots in people's face, and it just makes you wonder, like, where did this come from? And this kind of talks about the whole entire Jimmy Butler this season. Like, this guy came from nowhere, but Butler is beasting and feasting. So I'm excited that we got him on this team. That's right here. We hit that three with perfect release. You guys know that's going in 100% of the time. So now we're going to give it over to John Wall. Now this is kind of an interesting pass. We're lucky that one seeped through. But this time John Wall's going to finish in the paint. And we are up by 20 with the third quarter near the end with only, a minute and a half left or so. But Jimmy Butler's going to hit another three, this time in the corner. And this is just kind of what happens. If you leave Jimmy Butler wide open, he's going to hit those shots. And that's kind of the confusing part, is Jimmy Butler was going off. For some reason, they didn't decide to play up on him. Right here, Klay Thompson's going to get the dunk. Now, this actually surprised me. When he goes up, it gets his dunk. It's going to give you this Nike slam replay. And he actually got about 34 inches in the air. Now, I did not expect Klay Thompson to even have that nice of a vertical. So that's a good sign. Hopefully, he can continue to grow athletically. And then he can try to be an all-around player, too. Right here, Colin Bryant gets a crazy layup to go, and that's going to be an and one. Not only that, but he's going to hit the free throw. And now we are up by 26, so the lead just keeps growing and growing. The Celtics team is just not really good enough to stay in contention with us. So it's a really good sign that we are just dominating now. Something, I know it's kind of random, but something I want to bring up is that we will probably hop into playoffs relatively quickly in this series. Now, there's probably only be like 4 or 5 episodes left of regular season gameplay, and the reasoning for that is just that we already know how this team can perform during the regular season. There's not really much doubt in the fact that we are going to perform as one of the top seeds, if not the top seed in the West. And therefore, I care more about how we do in playoffs rather than regular season. I'm sure you guys care more about that too. Because basically the goal of this season is to get that two-peat. If we don't get the two-peat, it basically just kind of kills it. But right here, you see that we're just going to do some spin moves with Dellavedova to run out the clock. We're just having some fun. And we end up winning by a whopping score of 88-64. So dominant game by us. I'm really glad to see that we are performing so well as a team. But if you guys enjoyed, please click that like button below. Make sure to comment your opinion of the series and what I could do to make it more interesting in the comment section below. And make sure to subscribe if you haven't already to stay tuned to this series and other ones I got going on my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.